The following timeline illustrates the history of Topamax from its original inception to the recent discovery of Topamax-related birth defects. This presentation is brought to you by Chafin Luhana, a national law firm that can be reached at 1-888-480-1123.
Topiramate, the active ingredient in Topamax, was discovered in 1979 by Bruce Marinoff and Joseph Gardocki while conducting research at McNeil Pharmaceutical. In 1996, Topamax was approved by the FDA for treating seizures in epileptic patients. Since 1996, Topamax's safety label merely stated that there were no studies using Topamax in pregnant women and noted harmful effects exhibited by pregnant mice that were given doses of the drug during experimental animal testing. In 2001, the FDA issued a warning that topiramate found in Topamax could cause blindness in some patients. At that time, Ortho McNeil updated its Topamax label to include the risk of acquiring acute myopia and secondary angle closure glaucoma, but no consideration was given to changing the drug's pregnancy warning. In 2004, Topamax was approved by the FDA for use in preventing the occurrence of migraine headaches. Despite the drug becoming available to a much larger market, Topamax's pregnancy warning remained unchanged. In 2006, Mylan Labs released Topiragen, the first generic form of Topamax to be approved by the FDA. Competition between different drug makers led to an increase in the number of patients using topiramate. Even so, no pregnancy warning was added. In the July 2008 issue of Neurology, the American Academy of Neurology published preliminary findings of the UK epilepsy and pregnancy registers linking topiramate to oral cleft birth defects. The data collected by the group showed the risk of major congenital malformation in children born to women who were using topiramate during their pregnancies than in the background population. Again, however, no warning was added to Topamax or topiramate, indicating the risk of birth defects in pregnant women. Ortho McNeil's exclusive right to manufacture topiramate-based drugs like Topamax expired in 2009. Generic forms of Topamax subsequently flooded the market. In 2010, Ortho McNeil pled guilty to violating the Food, Drug, and Cosmetics Act by promoting Topamax for psychiatric uses not previously approved by the FDA and without supporting safety data from any controlled clinical trial related to psychiatric Topamax therapies. Ortho McNeil was sentenced to $6.14 million in criminal fines and $75.37 million in civil fines. Also in 2010, the North American Anti-Epilepsy Drug Pregnancy Registry publicly disclosed data it had been collecting since 1997 relating to Topamax and an increased risk of oral cleft birth defects. The data was consistent with the European findings released 2 years prior, as it found that pregnant women who received Topamax treatment were up to 20 times more likely to produce offspring with oral cleft disfigurements. Yet again, however, the pregnancy warning on the Topamax safety label went unchanged. Most recently, on March 4, 2011, the FDA issued a public health warning regarding Topamax's link to oral cleft birth defects after considering the findings of the North American and European pregnancy registries. The FDA also required Ortho McNeil to change the safety label for Topamax to reflect the documented risks present for pregnant women taking the drug. In addition, Topamax was reclassified from a pregnancy category C drug to a pregnancy category D drug, meaning that its effects were studied in pregnant women and found to have the potential to cause significant unreasonable harm to a human fetus. It is unknown just how many children have been affected by topiramate-caused birth defects. With 32 million topiramate prescriptions dispensed to 4.3 million patients from 2007 to 2010, it is clear that a large number of individuals may have been harmed. If you or a family member used Topamax or topiramate during pregnancy and subsequently delivered a child with a birth defect, contact Chafin Luhana today for a free, confidential, and no-obligation case evaluation at 1-888-480-1123. Don't wait. Contact Chafin Luhana now at 888-480-1123.